Hey guys, how's everybody doing? Welcome to Guitars and Growlers. I'm Rob, and I appreciate it.
Hi, Rob.
This is my establishment. I appreciate all you guys coming out tonight. We have a pretty awesome show. This is kind of the first time we've ever done this. It is Sully Guitar Night, so Cinco de Sully. For those of you who may not know, Sully is a guitar builder in Little Elm, Texas.
That's true.
And he built some incredible instruments. And we also have some artists here tonight that are going to be playing some of those instruments. So let me go ahead and kind of introduce everybody for you. I've got Sully.
Yes, and table 17, your pizza is ready. Table 17. Yes, I'm recycling that joke, Emery. Thank you. Thank you very much.
We also have, and are very fortunate to have the Nañez band here. So if you guys know Nañez.
Hey, hi everybody. Yeah, he handed me the mic after he introduced me, so I could say it's me.
Adam, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking a Nito Bandito. Cinco de Mayo, folks, it's on special. Come on. Ay, ay, ay.
You want to introduce?
Yeah, so sitting next to me, the lovely Greg Marra.
Hey everybody. I'm loving Texas, by the way, from LA, and I'm having a great time here. Everybody's super friendly, and I'm really happy to be playing some Sully guitars tonight. So, yeah. To my right, DJ Nielsen.
Hola! Happy Cinco de Mayo, everybody, and thank you so much for coming out and checking out some really sweet guitars and delicious beers. And I have Perfecto de Castro.
Well, like Greg, I am from LA. This is the second time. This is my second visit to Guitars and Growlers. I just drink whatever the bartender hands me. That usually works out pretty good. And also, if you're a little hungry, Rob surprised me with a sandwich named after me. So if you want to try out the Perfecto Pesto grilled chicken sandwich, you know, and you'll be hearing tasty licks as tasty as that sandwich later on tonight.
Yeah, a quick little story. One night I get a text from my partner saying that we had this guy up here playing guitar and he won't get off the stage. So that ended up being Perfecto, and he killed it. It was awesome, and so we figured, you know, might as well name a sandwich after him. So.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so to start things off, we want to ask Sully a few questions.
Oh.
Yeah, so I think the man in the back, what is your question? Okay.
Well, I told you to stay in the truck.
So the question everybody really wants to know is, how much does Sully spend a year on his hair care products?
So that's an important question, and I, a lot of people ask me, well, how do you figure out, pricing of guitars and things like that? And there are things that you have to take into consideration. And, the Sully Guitars conditioner budget, it is a thing. It's probably not as much as you'd think, but it is something that you take into consideration. Only my hairdresser knows for sure.
Awesome. Okay, so we're here tonight to showcase and celebrate Sully Guitars. A couple questions around Sully Guitars. One of the things is you have a lot of different lines, and you've kind of come up with a lot of new instruments recently. So can you give us just a little high level of where you've gotten your inspiration from over the years?
Sure. Well, thanks, Rob. Hi, everybody. Welcome to MDR. And I huge shock. I was, grew up a hair metal kid, and Arrested Development, and here I am. But I was really influenced by, the guitars that people that I looked up to play, starting with, Ace Frehley and Kiss, and the guys like Randy Rhoads, who played with Ozzy, and Jakey Lee, and the guys in Rat and Motley Crue, and all of that good stuff. So, I always wanted to have high performance guitars and, things that just kind of get out of your way, but they also have to look they gotta look cool. You know, rock and roll is a big, sexy thing when done properly, and I think you need to have guitars that kind of help you accomplish that sort of thing. Whether or not you're playing big, sexy rock and roll, or like in a big band gig. You could do it. You should do it. You will do it.
I'm gonna.
Maybe not tonight. But, you know, yeah, I was influenced by, you know, guitars of the 80s and high-performance guitars in Jackson and Charvel and BC Rich and you know, fun stuff like that.
Very cool. Thank you.
Yeah. So we have a ton of Sully guitars on the wall. I'm sure you guys have seen them. If you haven't, take a few minutes, take a look at them. They're beautiful. All the different models that he has. I guess the next question I have is, with the different lines that you have a new line called the Conspiracy Series, right?
I do, yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about the Conspiracy Series?
Yes, I can, and I will. You know, a lot of people say, oh man, Sully, I really want to get one of your guitars. I want you to have one of my guitars. I would love to give you one of my guitars, but then there's that whole conditioner thing. I've got to buy that. So, you know, anybody that wants one, I want them to have one, and I understand that, you know, custom guitars aren't always the most affordable thing in the world. So this year, I released the Conspiracy Series, which is a production line of guitars built in South Korea by the same company that builds LTD and PRS and Schecter and, gosh, the Ormsby import line. And they're very, very talented people, and we've got a couple of those prototypes that will be played by some lovely individuals to my right momentarily. And so we've got run one of the guitars, the two models, the white one and the black one back here, the 71 Starling and the Stardust are the first models that will be available. They'll be here in the summer. You can get them, those of you in San Antonio will be able to get many of them at Lark Guitars. Those that might be a little closer to home, Guitar Sanctuary in McKinney will have them for you as well. And when those guitars arrive, the prototypes for the next batch of guitars will arrive, and all of those price points can be right around 1,000, whereas customs generally start around 24 and can go up to 37. So I want to try and, you know, balance things out and have a little something for everybody that wants one. And, you know, a lot of, you know, the Conspiracy Series guitars are very much based on the custom guitars that I built. They have a lot of the same features. They play, you know, the essence of what I do in my garage is available here. So I'm really excited about that, and I hope that you would be as well. Thank you for that, Will. You are excited.
Okay, so each of these guys, obviously, they're up on stage, they're amazing guitar players. Let's kind of go around and ask, Perfecto, which Sully guitar do you have, and what do you like best about it?
I'm playing.
Hot mic.
Okay, I'm playing the white 71 Starling from the Conspiracy Series. Since I got it, it's been my go-to hardtail guitar. I've been playing a lot of gigs. This is the first time I've took it out of California to tour with, but it's been treating me pretty nice.
I took it on vacation.
Yeah, on vacation. I took it back home to Daddy. But yeah, so it's so easy to play, and for some reason it always stays in tune no matter what you do to it. Yeah, so it's just a really reliable, great sounding instrument, really solid.
Let's say, I'll go to Adam next. Adam, you have some interesting ones from Sully. What do you have?
Well, on the wall in the middle here, I have the Stardust model. It's beautiful. It's the prototype, so it's the very first one. He let me borrow it because I live close by. We met each other. He goes, go ahead and take it. And then he never got it back. So that's what he gets. And then I also have this Blue Raven here. Yeah, ooh and ah. I know you want to. I did. So anyway, so those are the two that I've been playing, and I have more on the way, I hope. Amazing. I know everyone's going to talk really good about his guitars because he's
I'll go out for a minute.
he's sitting next to me, but should really give it a go if you're a guitar player, you know, and if not, still look at them and ooh and ah. But those are the two that I'm playing currently. Yes.
Yeah, he's spent a lot of time with them, a whole lot of them.
Yes, I happen to get to play it. I get to play a lot of them because I live close by, and he goes, "What do you think of this?" So I'm real lucky in the sense that I get to try out a lot of his instruments. So
I'll go to DJ next. So I know DJ, you've had one for quite a while. It's got the original Stone Cut logo that Sully originally created. So you want to talk a little bit about it?
Yes, that is my trusty Galaxy V. It is my main go-to guitar that I use for probably 95% of what I do, both live and in the studio. Love the guitar from day one. I got that guitar from Sully. Gosh, I don't know exactly how many years ago now, but yeah, like 100 years ago. It's featured in several of my instructional DVDs for Metal Method, and it's just been like literally my right-hand man, because I have my studio captain's chair, and right next to it on a wall swing is my Galaxy V. All the other ones are strewn about throughout the studio, but that one is literally at my right hand all the time. So love the guitar, and I'm grateful to be a Sully artist.
You're like the oldest one.
I am an old Sully artist, very old. So yeah, love the Galaxy V.
I guess we'll go around the other way.
And Greg has probably one of the coolest finishes of the black on black, flat black,
On black, on black,
on black, on black.
None more.
Yeah. So Rob, let's start with you first. I'm going to answer the question when we get to that. But the percentage of alcohol that's in this beer is what? Number 14. It's got to be over 10.
7%.
7%? You could have fooled me. It's fantastic. Everyone, let's give a round for Rob and his fantastic craft beers. Seriously, it's amazing. So anyway, I digress. I met John Sullivan a couple of years ago, and we likely have exactly the same taste. The same bands. We both love Ace Frehley from Kiss. When I got to know him, I learned about what he likes in guitars, and it was exactly the same. So I always said that when I played his guitars, it felt like something that I would have spec'd out myself, but didn't have to because he already knew. So for me, when he let me borrow that at NAMM, just like Adam got a loaner, and I was like, he's not getting this back. But then he took it back, and then he left. So I had to have it shipped back to Dallas, and then it shipped back to California. I'm starting in California back and forth. But I love the guitar. The black on black Murdered Out look is totally killer. I've got 3 more on the way, so yeah, it's good stuff.
I'm not going to say you're a hoarder.
Not yet.
There's a difference between enthusiasm and hoarding.
So if you guys didn't know, Sully was had a cool little pictorial of one of his guitars on Guitar Player magazine in January.
On the cover.
On the cover. Is this the cover? Is that the back of it?
On the front even.
On the front. So Sully, how'd that go? How did that come about?
Well, thank you. So it was a huge thrill. You know, I started working with Stevie D from Buck Cherry, and we were introduced through a mutual friend and a mutual client at the time. And so I sent the demo 71 out to Stevie.
Press pause.
Yes.
He's not going to say it was Nicky Six. That was a Motley Crue.
You did. You can.
But the guy he's not saying, the mutual friend, was Nicky Six from Motley Crue. Go ahead.
Right. So well, we can get into that a little bit. But so Nicky turned Stevie on to what I was doing, and I had a demo guitar that I sent out to him to check out last summer, and he took it immediately on the road with Buck Cherry, and it was a white one. And he said, "Man, I really love this guitar, and I want another one." And it just kind of worked out. I had another one ready to go, and while they were working on music throughout the summer, it worked out that he got the cover of Guitar Player to share that with some other label mates. And he said, so we were, this guitar that he has on the cover wasn't quite finished yet. The whole point of it was to, can we kind of hurry up and get it done and you know, get that to me before the photo shoot, and you know, it took a lot of FedExing overnight, and that bill is absolutely worth it. But you know, and so there it was, and it's mentioned a few times in the magazine, and there's all kinds of photos of it, and it's a great thrill. But it's even cooler to work with Stevie, because he's a really great guy, and you know, we come from the same place, and we have a lot of the same musical influences. And what's funny is, like, Stevie and DJ both had the same guitar teacher. Yeah, and it's funny because they have some playing similarities with each other that is really cool too. But yeah, it was a big thrill when he called me and sang, "Looks like we made it." I'm only gonna sing one song, guys, so we'll get through it. Okay, we'll get through it. We'll get through it.
Okay, so we have a bunch of music for you guys tonight. We have all these gentlemen are going to come up and play. We have the Nañez band, and I'll let Adam, when he gets up on stage, he can introduce the band and kind of let you guys know who's playing. I guess before they get started, probably the last question, does anybody from the audience have any burning questions? Paul, burning question? Okay, you want to ask it? Can I buy the black one that looks like the Lita? Yeah. We do have a special showing from the Lita guitar.
No, you're in my bad ear. I can't hear you. I'm sorry.
Okay. So the last question I have is, Sully, what's to come? Where are you going in 2018, 2019? What do you have coming up next?
Sure. Well, so further getting the Conspiracy Series guitars out into the public and into the hands of guitar players worldwide. Also going to be doing a semi-custom series, so that will be done here by me and all that. And it's going to be kind of taking each model that I offer and kind of strip it down to, you know, this is what this model is to me. When I thought about it at first in my head, what does this look like? This is what it looks like. And as far as the custom orders go, you know, there are things that you can change and things that we do together. But like, if someone says, well, I want a Raven, and in my head I know what that looks like, but I want this on it. Generally, if I think that's okay, we'll go forward, as Pat can attest. And you know, but the semi-custom series are going to be, you know, very much, this is what this guitar looks to me, and we'll have a couple of different price ranges. So I'm really excited about that. Really excited about getting more guitars to these guys, and you know, that's pretty much it. You know, just keep moving and keep growing and keep progressing. And you know, before we kind of get onto things, I want a couple things. First, Greg, this whole thing started out as Greg's kind of idea, in that. He said, you know, I really want to go to the Dallas Guitar Show, but I want to play a gig. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that'd be cool. And I talked to Adam, and you know, Adam in the band, they play around a lot, and you know, he would be a good contact. And you know, so that got some steam. And then I talked to Rob, and I'm like, well, you know, it seems like we're getting some people that are interested in coming down and playing and doing an event. And you know, is it okay if we do it here? And he's like, yes, absolutely. And so I can't. First, Greg, thank you for doing this, because this was just, you know, this is really a lot of fun. And you know, it kind of actually got me away from standing for a little while to actually play a guitar, because I've played guitar since I was 8. But, you know, these days I don't play a whole ton. And so, you know, going to rehearsal and all that becomes a thing again. And I'm like, oh, this is really exciting. You know, I get to do this, and this is fun, and I can try and knock rust off with playing, and so that was fun. So thank you for that, and thank you for coming out here. Perfecto, thanks for flying out here. DJ, thank you for flying out here from home. Adam is like the Paul Schaefer of the evening. He's got the backing band that's going to play for us. He's the musical director. He kind of did all of the logistics for all of this. So, you know, I can't thank you guys enough. And, you know, now Rob, it doesn't seem so long ago that we were doing a podcast in this area, and it looked nothing like this. And, you know, I remember in October of 2014, we went out to lunch, and he said, you know, I've been kind of thinking of this idea of like craft beers and guitars, and you know, we're talking about it. I thought, you know, man, that's just such a cool idea. And that was like 3 years ago, almost 4 years ago. And I was so excited, and I thought it was just a cool idea. And when you got the space, I was so happy and proud of you. And to see it be successful, and to see all of you guys here, I think it's just fantastic. And yeah, so thank you, and I'm proud of you and all of that. So here's the Guitars and Growlers.
You guys ready to hear what these guitars sound like?
Yeah!
Are you ready to hear what they sound like? Come on.
The 8 of you that want to hear these guitars.
With that, let's get the Adam Nañez band on.